my name's Katrina and this is my channel Create Something Pretty. Today I'm going to be talking about my favourite blouse patterns and the ones that I'd like to make. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have all of my favourite blouse patterns. These are the ones that I make the most and I've repeated most of them. I also have a pile of patterns here that I'd like to make this season. We are currently transitioning into spring and I'm so excited about spring sewing, and I know the other side of the world is transitioning into autumn, so this kind of crosses over for the whole world basically. So hopefully there's something here for everybody and hopefully you enjoyed what I have today. So before I get started, I need to let you know what I'm wearing because I keep forgetting to do this. This is my All In Easy Fit shirt by Pattern Emporium, and I've also got an Aria shirt on underneath this by Choconach. And this shirt, I have never finished it properly. I took out the elastic in the sleeve because I wasn't liking how it was pulling under my arms. I don't know what I've done there. Maybe I need to do a fit adjustment, I'm really not sure, but I've pulled it out and I just really like the look of it. I've just been wanting to wear it, so I popped it on. It does have frayed sleeves, so I'm covering it up with a shirt. But I quite like the colors together, so yeah, I just think they're really nice. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing today. So let's get going because there is loads and loads to go through today, so hopefully you'll enjoy this. So the first blouse sewing pattern that I want to show you is this one, and this is the Rosco Blouse by True Bias. Now these have a little bit of writing on there, that's my adjustments that I've made. I have made this one twice. When I first made it, the first blouse that I made, and I'll put some pictures up of these, the first one, I loved it. I absolutely loved it, but I just didn't love how busy it was. So I wanted to revisit it and I made it in another plain red fabric. And I put a photo in of that as well. And I do wear that quite a bit. I do reach for it. All these blouses I wear regularly. Yeah, I would make them again. I know True Bias, they have a blog and they also have a whole lot of hacks that you can make to your blouse. There is a button-up blouse hack that I still want to go back and give that a go. So I really love this pattern. This is a blouse. This is a dress pattern, a dress option. I'm not sure if this is a dress or a blouse. I've never really looked at it that much. I've always just been interested in the blouse. So that is a Rosco by True Bias, and this is the first one I made here. And these have the tie at the front. They're all finished off with bias binding and it's gathered at the neckline and at the back as well. So it's really easy to fit. And they both have raglan sleeves, of course they both because of the same pattern, and they're finished off with bias binding at the sleeve hem. So they're just a really easy shirt to make. It sews up pretty quickly. I particularly like that they're finished with bias binding because I really don't like facings at all. It's just really nice and neat, and they look great tucked into a pair of jeans, or this opening at the front here, the split at the neckline. You can make that shorter if you want to. You can just bring it up higher. It's a really quick and easy adjustment. But yeah, they're my blouses. I actually, on this version, this is the second one that I made, I actually messed up. I think I cut it wrong. I'm not exactly sure what I did. But this is actually higher, like shorter than the first one because I did mess it up. So it's slightly shorter. But it's, yeah, I'm really happy with it. I reached for this one more than any other because it is a plain fabric and it's not busy and it goes with other items a whole lot easier. So this is a really easy one to grab, and yeah, I just really like that it's simple and it makes you look at that little bit like more elevated casual sort of look, which is usually what I'm going for. So that's my first favorite, and yeah, my first favorite blouse pattern that I have repeated. So that's a True Bias Rosco. The second blouse that I would make again, and I have worn on repeat, is the Annantha Blouse, which is this pattern. So this is a really nice button-up shirt. It has a big flouncy sleeves. There's no bust darts or anything. There's buttons up the front, and it is so popular. I think most people will have heard of it or even made it. it has just gone around and around the sewing community so much, and I know why now, because after making mine, I think it's fabulous too. I just found it really easy to fit as well, and I normally have problems with narrow shoulders, and my most recent fit adjustment I'm finding I need to do is a broad back adjustment. I'm still learning how to do that properly. Yeah, I didn't have any of those problems with this blouse, so I'll show you the one that I made. I have actually made this twice, and I actually really want to make this one again because I still haven't got it exactly how I like it, and it's all my fault. So this was my first trial of the Annantha blouse, and it's in this very, very busy print, and it has buttons on the front, which took me ages to actually put those buttons on there, but it's all done now. And it's just, oh, it just has a beautiful puff on this sleeve. It just sits really nicely. The hems are finished with bias binding, which I really like that finish. I think it looks really nice and neat. The collar is finished with bias binding as well. And it's just, it's a really nice shirt. There's no bust darts or anything. It has a yoke at the back. Does it have a yoke? No, it doesn't. It doesn't have a yoke. There you go. So yeah. It's just really nice. It was just really, really easy to wear, easy to make. Now this was my first trial, so I wanted to make it again, and I got this fabric. The first one was too busy for me, so the same thing I did with the other blouse. Now this one I made again, and this is the Annantha blouse hack, and it has the little collar, and what else is different? I think this is the collar and the lower neck. So I made this, I think, might have been earlier this year, and I wanted to have a go at the scoop neck, but the only problem was that I didn't really think about it too much when I did it. I just sort of dove in and did it. I didn't really take any measurements, and I'm finding that it is actually too wide on my shoulders and it's too low a scoop, and this, I'm not 100% happy with my ruffle. I just feel like it just is so flat. It doesn't really stand out at all. I'm just not happy with it. I really want to make it again. And I would just want to make the plain version again, same as the first one, but with something more simple. I am a bit sad that this fabric, I really liked this fabric, and I'm a bit sad that I did just jump in and just make it and not really think about it, because I really like this fabric. This one's from East Coast Fabrics, this one, so that's just a really nice, inexpensive. It was a bit hard to work with, I gotta say. I think this one was hard to work with. So yeah, that's an Annantha blouse, and I made 2 of those. So the next blouse that I made, and I will make it again. I've only ever made 1 of these, but I would really like to make this one again. This is the, what is it called? It's been that long. Sagebrush Top by Friday Pattern Company. I think I made this last year. When I made this, it was just, I really enjoyed it. I just really enjoyed the process. It wasn't hard. I just didn't find anything about it difficult. I would like to make it again. I made mine without this ruffle. I just admitted it, just left it off and just sewed it up as normal, and I just really liked it, and I would like to make it again. I don't know if I'll put the ruffle on it this time around. It depends on my fabric. I think sometimes the fabric tells you what to do. So yeah, I would really, really like to make this one again. It's a really nice top. This is a good beginner top too, because there's no fastenings. It's just, I think it's tied up. Which one is it? This one. It is, yeah, it has a tie on it. It has this little tie at the back to close it up, and it's just, I think it's just an extension. Yeah, it's an extension of the binding. I made it some time ago, so I can barely remember making it. But it has a lovely little puff sleeves, and they've got elastic at the end. And this is a crepe from Spotlight. So it's a little bit, it's not the softest fabric, but it doesn't stop me wearing it. I still wear it despite that. I just really like that it's nice and simple. It has this yoke at the front here, bias binding. This is top stitch. I can't remember if that is actually in the pattern or if that's actually something I did. I'm really not sure about that. It was a while ago, but this is a really nice top. I really like it. So this is the no ruffle version, and I would definitely recommend this. So this is like 3 patterns in. I think there's 7 in total. So let's keep going. What's the next one? So the next top that I would make again on repeat is this one, and it is a Simplicity pattern 9334, and I made this version here, and I love this shirt. I really want to revisit this. I'd like to make the shorter sleeve version, so a bit more summery sort of top. And the one that I made is this one, and in this really pretty rayon from Spotlight. Now, this does have the facings, and they do, you can tell the neckline, you can tell the front as well actually, they kind of flip out a bit. So I don't like them. They're understitched. Yeah, I've understitched them. I don't know if I understitched them well, but they still flip out. I just don't like that. And on the front, same thing. It's sort of flipping out. But it's still, I still like this top. It's not going to stop me wearing it. I really like the sleeves. It has elastic at the shoulders. I like the gentle V-neck. This is again on my Instagram. Finished off with elastic at the hems. I don't think this has no, oh no, it does have bust darts. It's got bust darts here at the sides there. So I made this a little while back. Now, I have wanted to wear this. My only issue is the colour. I've got 2 children and I'm also quite messy. I just get worried that I'm going to spill something on it. So I would wear it more if I had it in a different colour, but I really like this style. This is something I would definitely wear again. I think it's so pretty. So yeah, that is another one I would definitely make again. And I'll just show you some line drawings as well so you can see what it looks like. Can you see that there? There we go. So it's got the 3 sleeve length options, and the shorter sleeve length, it looks like it has something going around the neck. I haven't even looked at that because I think I knew what I wanted to make. But I would, if I made it again, I would make this one or the same one again, just in a different fabric. So I just wouldn't be so scared to wear it. So that is the 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th pattern that I would definitely repeat again. So this next pattern is one of my favorite patterns. I love this shirt. I really love this shirt, and I really want to repeat this one for sure. I do think this one is just a little bit more work, a little bit, maybe a bit more tricky, but there is a version that is a bit more simple. And what I'm talking about is this one, and these all have got little notes on them. This is the Nephilim Blouse by Vivian Shayo Chen. I don't know if I ever say that name right. I'm very sorry if it's wrong. It has 2 options. It has these lovely little pin tucks on the sleeves. I love that little finish. I think it's beautiful. They're not as hard as what you would think. But I did find on this the instructions. I personally didn't find the instructions for this particularly clear, but I do have prior knowledge of how to do that, so I don't know if what I knew was interfering with what I'm trying to be told. So yeah, I just did them my own way. They're not that hard to do really. And so there's like a different plain simple neck version. This is quite similar to the Annantha Blouse, and then there's the ruffled neck version, and I made this version because I think that's absolutely beautiful. And I'll show you my blouse. I love this thing. It probably needs a bit of an iron. I haven't worn it for a while because we've been in the middle of winter and it's been way too cold. It has this beautiful ruffle on the neck. Now I know this is a very busy print, but I love it. I still love it. I think it's gorgeous. And you can see the pin tucks. I might be calling the wrong thing. I feel like it's the wrong thing. That's the little, I'm going to continue calling them pin tucks. I don't know if that's the right thing, on the side. And it has, what does it have? It's got bound hems. I love that finish. You can see a lot of them have that finish. There's only one that hasn't had it so far. And it's button up as well. And yes, just the ruffles. This is just a little bit tricky because of the bulk you have to sew through and trying to get it to even. I found getting it even was a little bit tricky, but it was so worth it. I just think this is the most gorgeous shirt. I would like to make it again in something a little bit more simple again. I think I do all my trial runs in fabric that I don't love, but because I love this shirt so much, I don't mind this at all. I really would still wear it, and yeah, it doesn't worry me. But yeah, something more simple again would be really good, just to show off those little details. And I don't know if I would, I do love this finish, but I don't know if I want to go to that effort again. If it was, I don't know, I think if I hadn't have had such a trouble trying to get this even, I would probably do it again, but I just found it a little bit challenging, and I don't know, I might, if I'm in the right mind space, I might actually give it a go, we'll see. But yeah, I just love this blouse. So this is the Nephilim blouse by Vivian Shisheo Chen. I really hope that's the right way to say it. I'm really sorry if it's not. I'm not trying to butcher it. I just don't know how to say it. So that is I think that's my 5th blouse. So I have 2 left to go. So this next blouse is probably the one I have repeated the most, and I can still keep going. I love it. I just think it's a classic. This is the Cielo, hopefully I'm saying it right, blouse by who's it by? Classical Patterns. And I have made this one 3 times. I've made 2 of this version and 1 of this version, and I really would like to make another one of this version. This is the most recent version that I made. This is in a linen. I got this linen as a remnant at Spotlight, and it was very, very little piece of linen. But I managed to Tetris a blouse out of it. I was so proud of it. You can see I've used a different colored fabric for the neck binding, which I really like, and you're not going to see that anyways under my hair. And this has a little detail at the back. I just feel like this little detail elevates it and makes it look a little bit more special, considering it is such a simple little blouse. And then it has I don't know if they all have this. This is the fold, and this one is top stitch. I had to Tetris these sleeves like so much. So this is not made the way the pattern intends. This is made the way I could get it out of the fabric that I had. So I did a lot of changes to this one, and they are all listed for this particular pattern on my Instagram. So if you want to see those, go have a look at my Instagram page. I can't remember off the top of my head what I did, but I know it was not what the pattern said, and I had to really think about it to make it work. So yeah, this is going to be a great shirt for summer. This one, it does have bust darts, and yeah, I'm really proud of this one. I have 2 other versions. Let's grab them both down. So this one is, I wear this one so much. This is made out of like a gauzy sort of fabric, and it does stretch just that little bit. And this sleeve is actually made correctly. It could do with an iron. I have not ironed these. I don't have that kind of time to do all that. And again, it has a little bits on the back there, and it is really great with a skirt, with jeans. It's great on a hot day. I love this. I just think that it is the best pattern. And then the last one, this is the first version. I'll just pop that back. This is the first version I ever made. I absolutely love it. It has those beautiful sleeves, though in the pattern it does, I think I have put my pattern down. In the pattern it does have a little, I think it's like a bell sleeve. It's got a little bit on the bottom of the first part. This is just the top half of the sleeve, and then I've put in that binding finish that I keep saying that I like. So I've just hacked it just that little bit just to have the first bit of the sleeve. So at the time, I don't think these sleeves were as big as what they are now. Like, it wasn't as big a thing, so I didn't want to make it too big and blousy. So I really loved it. This was like the perfect size sleeve for me, and the fact that it's in a really simple print, that worked. It's busy but it's this black and white, and that just really worked for me, and it's probably the most plain print I could get at the time. There wasn't much out back then. But yeah, this is a rayon from Spotlight from a couple of years ago, and you can't really even see the little back detail on this one. But yeah, that was the first one I made, and I love it. It was probably my favorite top in my wardrobe for years and years, and I would definitely recommend this pattern. I think they are fabulous. Definitely going to make this one again. I have one last blouse that I have made, and I definitely want to make it again, and I do keep talking about this in my videos. It's always the blouse that I want to make again, and it is this one. This is the Megan Nelson Protea, and I had made this version here. I have also made the dress, but I've made it with these sleeves rather than these sleeves. I actually don't wear the dress that much, and that's because of the fabric. I would like to revisit it. I didn't get the fit right in the sleeves. I bought this pattern when it very first came out, and at the time, shortly after it was released, they found an issue with the sleeve, and I think they sent out everyone an extra piece, or they altered the pattern for everyone who'd bought it. So I never went back and redid it because at the time I didn't need it for what I was doing. So I'll show you the blouse that I made. I would definitely make this blouse again. I think it's great. So it is this one, and this is in another gauzy fabric that I picked up at Spotlight, and I just have that square neck. Can you see it there? Yeah, so this little stitch, I have stitched down the facing around here just to keep it from flying out. And it just has the really simple sleeves. You can make it whatever length you like. I normally add a bit of length to mine. And yeah, I just think it's a really, really nice top. Because this is in a gauze, it does stretch a bit. So the sleeve issue, it's not an issue. And I think that's why I didn't bother redoing it. I can't remember if I made this one or the dress first. I think it might have been this one, because I didn't adjust. I don't know. I can't quite remember. I don't know why I didn't adjust the sleeve, but on the dress, the sleeve is a bit of an issue. So I would really like to revisit the dress. But yeah, I just think this is a really, really good pattern. I didn't show you any more of that pattern. There's so many options. Like there's a dress. Where is it? There's a dress. Actually, two dress options. The shorter one, and then this one with the tiers. There's the top, so that you've got different sleeves here. This is the one that I made. And then there's a skirt, and yeah, there's this sort of skirt section that can be made into just a plain skirt, and it has a tie. So there's heaps of options. So this is a wardrobe, what do they call it? A capsule wardrobe, Protea capsule wardrobe pattern. So I just had to get this one because I thought it was really good value for what you got for it. And yeah, I would definitely make this one again. I would really like to try making the top maybe like this one, but it looks like she's got quite a stiff fabric, and I would make it in something a bit softer, more like a rayon or something like that. Maybe make it a bit longer. Well, for me, I'd make it a bit longer. So yeah, that is my last of the tops that I would revisit and make again. So now we have the patterns that I would really like to make this season. So I have 4 blouse patterns here to show you that I would really like to make this autumn and spring. And the first one is, I think it's the Indi blouse by Pauline Alice Patterns. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. This is a free pattern. I think this is such good value for a free pattern. It's a gorgeous blouse. It's an absolute rubbish printout. I'm very sorry. I just really love the cute little sleeves and the square neck. It does have bust darts as well, and it has a pretty good size range. It goes from, this is in centimeters because I can't read the metric the way it's printed out. It goes from an 80 to 120 centimeter bust. It looks like it says 47 inch, and the smallest is 31.5 inch possibly. But it just looks like a really, really pretty blouse. I would love to have that in my wardrobe. I think that would be a great blouse to have. The next one is the College Gathered top, and this is by Matchy Matchy Sewing Club. So that's the printout there. I bought these just recently, so I'm really, really looking forward to having a go at making these. I think this would be great for our summer. I always need things like that, so things that I'm like, they're pretty but they're not too pretty. So I'm really looking forward to giving that a go. That'd be great for using up scraps, and I think they usually use linens when they advertise these. But yeah, it's a great pattern. It's size extra small to 6XL. Looks like it's pretty loose fitting. So yeah, the College Gathered top by Matchy Matchy Sewing Club, that is the second one. The third one, I have actually done a trial run of this and I never got a chance to get back to it. This is called the Puff Sleeve Top, and this is also by Matchy Matchy Sewing Club. So I have trialed this, and I did not read the instruction properly. That is the one thing that I seem to do repeatedly. I didn't cut these sleeves right. These are cut on the bias, and I didn't realize that. I did a trial run and I only had so much fabric and clearly didn't read it properly. Yeah, I think cutting it on the bias would have made a big difference because it didn't look great the way I cut it out. So I need to do it again. So I really hope I can get this made up. This has a button front or the plain front, and I don't know what I made. I think I'm going to do the plain front. So yeah, I'd really like to give this one another go because I have seen this made up and it looks fabulous when it's done right. So I really want to make that one. And the last one that I really want to give a go is the March top. Oh, and actually there's one more. I didn't realize. This is the March top by Helen's Closet. So it's a dress as well. I've seen a lot of these made up lately. I want to make the top though. This has got the little top here. It's got the little peplum at the bottom. I'll see if there's a better picture. I'll put pictures in anyway so that you can see them. So I really like those. Where is it? Those sleeves there. I really like that. I think that's really pretty. I'm not sure whether I would do the peplum or the straight. I really am undecided. This, I think the line drawings, I think it's really hard to imagine how that's going to look. But when you actually see it made up, it looks really good. So I would really like to give that one a go. So that's a March top by Helen's Closet. I'm very aware that this video is getting long, so I'm trying to get through these quite quickly. And the last one is the Geneva V-neck blouse, and I've seen this everywhere lately. This is gorgeous. I just love it. Those sleeves are beautiful. They don't look, they're not overly puffy, but they still have puff. It's just very, very stylish. I was so happy to get my hands on this. This is such a pretty pattern. So that one has bust darts and it has two options with the sleeve. I think this is called a lantern sleeve. I could be wrong, but I think that's what that's called, the extra little bit on the sleeve. And then it has just the open to the sleeve. So I want to do this version, which is the one she's wearing. I think that's gorgeous. It is a really bad printout. I'll put photos in as well. I didn't realize how bad it was till I looked at the lady's face. So yes, that's another one. Now I am up to the Big 4 patterns, and I'm currently working on a Big 4 pattern. And so this has made me want to try some more. So there's just so many nice styles. The Big 4 patterns, they don't always have a lot of instructions. I really like it when a pattern tells me when to finish a pattern, finish a seam, like use my overlocker and finish that off. But I find Big 4 patterns don't always do that. So I haven't made any for ages, and I actually haven't been buying them quite a bit because I just don't make them up. I'll buy them and I don't make them. But since I've been making the one I'm working on now, I'm quite inspired to give these a bit of a go. So this one I picked up quite recently, and this is the McCall's 8325. I wanted this one for ages and I could not get my hand on it. They just seem to, the popular ones sell out really quickly. I don't know if they still do. It's what used to happen because I haven't been buying them, but I was so happy to get my hands on this one. I really love all the details on the front. I don't want to do this ruffle because I don't think that would suit my body shape. I probably would just do something simple like this. I like this. So maybe I'll do that finish on the shirt and just do it with plain sleeves, and that would make it a bit more everyday. Or I could just do like this sort of a finish with these sleeves. So not really 100% what I would do, but I just think that's such a pretty top and I'd really like to give that a go. I just really like, there's a couple of tops around like this, but they have a high neck, but I like that this one isn't so high. So that's McCall's 8325. Another one that has had me inspired recently is this one, and I think most people would have this one. This is McCall's 7969. Oh, I nearly called it the wrong number then. Now I know this is not tops, I know. But a lot of people have cut theirs off and turned them into little tops. So I'll probably make the version she's wearing and just cut it off. So I just think they look really pretty. I've seen a couple of them on Instagram lately that are really nice. And I want to make this. I think that's really pretty. I made this a few years ago. I loved it. I want to make it again because that dress looked really nice on me. So that is definitely one I want to make again. That is McCall's 7969. And I have two left. Now this next one was a classic. So many people were making this, and there's so many just gorgeous versions. There are actually 4 versions of this. This is McCall's 7899, and I think the one I keep seeing, I'm sure it's the one that she's wearing. It's a bit hard to tell. I don't think it is. I think it's D is the one I see made up the most. Version C, the one she's wearing, it has little pleats. That's probably what I was looking for before. Has little pleats down the sleeve or tucks, or I'm not sure. I don't know if that's focusing very well there. I think I'm seeing version D more so, because it doesn't have all that detail. So it's a lot easier to make. And I've seen a few of this style made up as well. So I would really like to make that. I think it's just really simple, nice, easy top to go with a lot of things. Does it have bust studs? I don't think it does. And it has a, looks like it's a button closure or just a really simple closure at the back. So I don't know if you can see that little closure there. It says notions. Where's notions? One pair of hook and eye. So maybe it's closed with a hook and eye or a button. Oh, 4 buttons. What are they for? Not sure what the buttons are for. I'd say it would be hook and eye is how they're closing that. So yeah, I'd really like to make that one up as well. So that's McCall's 7899. And the last one I have had in my stash forever. I think it's about time I made it. This is Simplicity 9469, and it is this one. And I think, I don't know what I want to make. Maybe the one on the model. But I've always been a bit funny about this. I know that's kind of the feature of it, but I've been really tempted to just do the V-neck and just leave these little tie things off. I'm not sure that I want to do the round thing. I don't know if that's still a thing. So I think if I made the V-neck, it would be just more, I would wear it more and I could wear it for longer. So yeah, this is Simplicity 9469, and this is one that I really need to make. So that is loads and loads of shirt patterns, blouse patterns. I hope you enjoyed that today. It was a lot. So which one was your favorite? Is there any here that you love or you can recommend? And do you have a favorite one of all these blouses that you would make? So I hope this video has helped you. If anyone has any requests for a particular kind of video, please let me know and I'll do my best to help you out with that. I really appreciate you watching today. So thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed seeing all my favorite blouse patterns and all the patterns that I want to make. If you have a favorite, please let me know in the comments below. Commenting really does help other people to see my video. And also if you give me a thumbs up, that really helps as well. And if you are not yet subscribed, please subscribe. I would love it if you would. I am trying my hardest to get up to 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed so far. I really appreciate it. And if you also want to know when my next video is ready to be watched, if you hit the bell icon, that will let you know. So thank you so much for watching. Next week I'm hoping, I don't know, I don't really have a video that in mind, but I'm sure it'll be something interesting, hopefully. So thank you so much and I will see you then. Bye. Thank you.